Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, today I wanted to talk about this story about Henry Cavill, and actually I want to talk about why I think, yeah, he's legit a gamer. And honestly, this isn't any kind of surprise or any kind of news to anyone except for Frosk. But first I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is you all, the newest subscribers from the last 24 hours to the channel. So today's newest subscribers are Jacob Grams, Leadbear, Isaac, who says, quote, "Love your stuff, man." Thank you, Isaac. DGK Gaming and Comics, and Martin Speaks. So thank you to all the newest subscribers, and thank you to all the existing subscribers. But let's get back to the story now. Without further ado, let's get into this and answer this question. Is Henry Cavill really a gamer? And why is Frosk really pissed off at him? But let's look at this tweet right here. I think he's weird, and the stuff he said indicative of how he thinks, and that it's weird how much the internet loves him because he likes The Witcher. If I have to read another article praising him for being a true gamer, I'm gonna lose it. Oh no, someone is encroaching in her territory. This is her area, so she's got to go piss around the fence line because nobody's allowed into her property, right? This is her territory and she's gonna defend it. But she did a horrible job of defending it, and now we actually see what her real motivations were for lashing out at Henry Cavill. One, I think she's just jealous because he's both an A-tier superstar in Hollywood. He is, you know, on the top in terms of star power in Hollywood. And he also loves games, and not just loves games, like he's like pretty much a super fan. I mean, he is dedicated to The Witcher. He is obviously dedicated to the fans and trying to deliver a performance that's as close as possible to the source material that the fans fell in love with. He knows what the other fans want, and he wants to give them what they want. So we can see here this article from Gizmodo. For the love of God, someone let Henry Cavill talk about Warhammer. So it's been a very busy time for Henry Cavill lately, what with his formal return to the role of Superman, which is everyone is excited about, and his shocking exit from The Witcher after season 3, which is now in post-production, which does not bode well for season 3. As we've talked about previously, he was all in on The Witcher, even willing to do all 7 seasons, and that was in an interview that he did after season 2, and he just said, hey, as long as we honor the source material, I'm all in. The shock exit from The Witcher indicates that maybe season 3 did not go as well as Cavill had hoped, and did not hold to the source material, did not honor the source material. Now we shall see, but I'm not too hopeful. And even throwing a reprisal as London's second greatest detective in a Enola Holmes sequel, that is kind of what he is doing his press tour for right now. He is concerned not with these things, he just wants to talk miniatures, though. Okay, such is the man's plight, made so powerfully clear in this press tour for the aforementioned Enola Holmes 2. Asked by the Nerdist what army in the world of Warhammer 40,000 a cerebral strategist like Sherlock Holmes would play, Cavill believes, for a moment, he is about to enter his joyful element.
First question for you, what Warhammer 40k army would Sherlock play, and why?
That's a great question. He would play. I'm trying to think of the most complex one, and I don't know what the Votan are like. Are they a complex army? I haven't read their codex yet.
I'm not sure. My coworker came with those questions, so I'm not versed in Warhammer.
Okay.
So right off the bat, he's like, I don't really know. This isn't my element. You know, I just work here. And honestly, like, this a little bit reminds me of that whole sexism in gaming moment that we had where Frosk outed herself as saying, like, you know, we don't write these reviews. They're written by Zipper, Gipper, Dipper, Bipper, Lipper, Flipper, Snipper, all these other people write these reviews. We just read them. But we will play like 5 minutes of the game, so we know kind of what the f we're talking about. But it's a team. It's a team effort, right? Everybody does this, you know? And, you know, woe is me. People complain when I read the review that was written for me and something is wrong in there, then they bag on me for it. And I'm like, well, because something is wrong in there. And, you know, yeah, they're going to bag on you for spreading information that is incorrect. I mean, you could have just admitted that you were wrong, or that Zipper, Blipper, Gipper, Bipper, Dipper, Nipper, Slipper, whatever, whoever the f wrote it was wrong. But no, you had to insist that everybody didn't like what you said, which was wrong because of sexism in gaming. In any case, it seems like Cavill quickly realizes that this individual is out of his depth. He doesn't take him to task for it, right? You can see, like, he's kind of excited, the pause as he thinks, the look to camera as he ponders about the leagues of Votann, a recently released faction of mining space dwarves born from the ashes of some of Warhammer's oldest history, wondering if those are the right choice. And then the disappointment when he realizes that his interview has no idea what the hell he's talking about. But then you see Cavill rallies before arriving at his most logical conclusion, so let's see what that is.
Well, I think I'm just going to have to go with the cheap answer and say Custodes, because it's a low body count, but really requires some finesse. You've got to use each piece properly and carefully. And so maybe them. I'd be very interested to hear what your co-worker thinks about that answer. Are they behind the screen or anything?
Hey, are they here? Can I talk to them about this? So you can see, like, he actually is very interested in this. He knows a lot about Warhammer. Look, he of course is a big fan of The Witcher. He's played the online games, and he's also a big fan of even World of Warcraft. In fact, so much so that according to this article, it almost cost him his role as Superman. I don't really think so, but basically what happened was Henry Cavill was actually playing World of Warcraft at the moment when somebody was trying to call him and tell him that he had just gotten the role of a lifetime for him. So before taking on the legendary role of Superman in films like Man of Steel, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Henry Cavill reportedly spent his time playing video games like Skyrim and World of Warcraft. In an interview with Conan back in 2016, so this is 6 years ago when he's talking about this happening. So he's been playing video games for quite a long time. Like, when he says that he's actually a gamer, I actually believe him. I get that Frosk doesn't, but I actually believe him, because this isn't something recent. He's not just trying to be relevant to a role. This is from 6 years ago, right? And Cavill reminded everyone of his World of Warcraft days at that time, claiming that him playing the game almost cost him his role as Superman. Again, I don't really think it did, but it's a funny story to have. Henry Cavill claims he was in the middle of a dungeon quest, basically, when his phone rang. Instead of answering the phone right away, as someone waiting for a callback to play Superman might, he simply let it ring. He was like, who the f is bothering me? I'm playing World of Warcraft. Exactly. I mean, it's an exact gamer attitude right there. I mean, I believe it. I buy it. He then looked up to see, oh, shit. It was actually director Zack Snyder calling, but Snyder had already hung up before Cavill could answer the phone. Nevertheless, he still, of course, got the role. Everything worked out, but Cavill does love playing his video games. We all know from Henry Cavill's The Witcher interviews that the actor is fond of playing video games. He used to spend his time, again, playing games like Skyrim, Witcher 3, World of Warcraft, and other first-person shooter games. Gaming is, of course, no longer the esoteric passion it once was. It's not like this exclusive group anymore of people who were really in this like niche audience almost anymore. I mean, it's very widespread, right? So you can see celebrities will publicly disclose their video gaming hobbies, and it's, you know, likely to be especially true for younger celebrities who, of course, had the opportunity to grow up with video games. People like Henry Cavill or Ronda Rousey And obviously, eventually, there will be more celebrity gamers in the future. Yeah, I mean, it's just inevitable that this was going to happen because video gaming went mainstream. But for some reason, Frosk is going to gatekeep her community, and she's not going to let these Hollywood actors into it. And that's really what this rings of. She's gatekeeping here. She's mad because this is her territory. This is her area. And other people should just, well, butt out, right? They should get out. And honestly, again, I think this is desperation because she knows that she's both socially and professionally a pariah. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Why do you think Frosk attacked Henry Cavill? Why do you think Frosk doesn't seem to believe that Henry Cavill is actually a gamer? I don't understand her issue here. Like, other people can be gamers aside from you, Frosk. Believe it or not, when you go online and you play, you're playing against literally hundreds of other people. So the possibility that one of them could be someone famous seems pretty possible. Seems like a high possibility. I don't know. I think obviously, yeah, she's just desperate at this point in time to remain relevant. So she's just lashing out at anyone, especially when someone gets noticed for something that's her area. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, if you want to continue to support this channel, then please click the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Currently pushing for 1,000 subscribers, closing in on 700, and every subscription counts. So if you're enjoying the content, please do subscribe. You can also support the channel through the Patreon. To become a member and get access to exclusive content, follow the link in the description below. That's all I have for now, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.